Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron. We're in our verse-by-verse journey through the book of Proverbs. What a wonderful, practical book of inspired Christian living it is. Thanks for being here. We're in lesson 74. We're in Proverbs 25, verse 13. It's taking us about 3 sessions per chapter to get through it. Man, you talking about making us perfect and entire, lacking nothing. Yeah, that's what going through Proverbs does. So thanks for being here. Do check out our other videos and share, subscribe. So let's go to verse 13 again, lesson 74. Check out our other lessons on the book of Proverbs. It's really cool. Verse 13, 25:13. As the cold of snow in the time of harvest, it's harvest time. You remember that old radio program? What a great program. Brother Beckton, Brother Urshan had, Brother Wilson, others. Harvest time. We loved it. I used to sponsor 5 of those radio programs a week. But as the cold of snow in time of harvest. So most of the harvest would be around May-ish, somewhere in that neighborhood. So is a faithful messenger to them that send him. So it's just, when you're harvesting, man, I've been out harvesting here in South Georgia in the 90s. High humidity. Yeah, you'd want the cold of snow. Not necessarily snow, but cold of snow. So is a faithful messenger to them that send him. They keep the message, and we are supposed to keep the message of Jesus and the apostles. For he refresheth the soul of his masters. You walk out there on those cool, crisp fall days, because there were multiple times of harvest in the Holy Land, depending on what crop it was. And, oh man, what days. And spring has some of those days too. Clear blue skies, crisp is the word. So is a faithful messenger to them that send him. So we want, he refresheth the soul, not of the people who hear him, of his masters, the people that sent. So we want to be refreshing to Jesus and the apostles, that we've remained true to their doctrine, and that doctrine didn't develop over the years. It was closed in the New Testament. And we're just preaching New Testament doctrine. Verse 14, whoso boasteth himself of a false gift is like clouds in the wind without rain. Now I've got a note to myself in here, Jude, because that's exactly how Jude describes these false prophets. So whoso boasteth himself of a false gift, and let's say gift of the Spirit, they weren't given yet. So in the immediate context, it's talking about, gifts that either you're going to give or you've received or something. It's like clouds and wind without rain. It's all pomp and circumstance with no substance. And so it is with somebody that says they're a prophet or something, and they're just not. So verse 15, by long forbearing is a prince persuaded. You don't go in there demanding, not me, but you're persistent in a kind way, and a soft tongue breaketh the bone. It means you just, okay, you collapse. Okay, I'll do it. There's a lot more gained by sugar and honey than vinegar and spice, so to speak. Okay, so verse 16, speaking of honey, hast thou found honey? Eat so much as sufficient for thee, lest thou be filled therewith and vomit it. So this is teaching moderation of wonderful things, the health benefits of honey and manuka honey, but other types of honey, been well documented. Even in Solomon's time, he married a Egyptian, Pharaoh's daughter, that they have found honey from antedating Solomon in some of the necropolises over there, and it's still good. Honey just doesn't go bad. So there's a lot there. Bees. Remember, Brother Kinsey used to preach a message about Deborah, do your dance, and it was about Deborah means bee. So, hast thou found honey? It's good. It's profitable, but don't overeat it. So there's a lesson of moderation. Verse 17, withdraw thy foot from thy neighbor's house, lest he be weary of thee and so hate thee. I remember the first time I had a well-meaning friend give me this. I had stayed too long at their house, and he just slipped it to me in a sheet of paper, and I learned what it meant. So kudos to him. We have to be willing to take reproof and correction, don't we? And so verse 18, a man that beareth false witness against his neighbor is a maul, not a shopping mall, but like a tool or device, M-A-U-L, and a sword and a sharp arrow. So a man that beareth false witness against a neighbor is a maul and a sword and a sharp arrow. You know, we have examples of this in the time of like Jezebel, false witness, and how many times have we seen that even in the political realm? We need to quit playing politics, have some character, because it's a horrible thing. It kills, bearing false witness. I've known of several instances in my life where somebody bore false witness against somebody else and really destroyed their life for years, and then said, well, I was just whatever. So we're going to stop right there because it just keeps going in some amazing stuff. So talk with you later. Join us daily. God bless you. Bye-bye.